Listen, bestie, we're going on a yarn crawl. My first stop up today is Phoebe's Needlecraft in Claremont, California. This stop is on West 1st Street and is in an old building with different levels on it, which includes an arcade, old school arcade, wine shops, food, etc. The featured yarn is from Peekaboo Yarns, right out of Rancho Cucamonga, California. So let's take a look at the shop. Next up is Buku Yarns in Laverne, California. Buku is a company that has its own dyed brand of yarn. This one happens to be their Bounce DK in color One Hit Wonder. So let's go ahead inside and see what the store looks like. Second time that I have participated in the LA County Yarn Crawl, and it's actually been going about 14 years. I'm not sure why I hadn't heard of it, other than I just don't think I've done as much knitting and crocheting up until the last couple of years, and then I've really gotten back into it for a while. About the past 5 years, I've mostly been either quilting or making handbags. So when I found out first, the first one I went to was actually the Bay Area Yarn Crawl last year, and then they told me, one of the featured designers that I met while I was up there had told me about the LA County Yarn Crawl and have asked if I was going to be participating in that. I hadn't heard of it up to that point, and so I looked it up, and then last year is the first year that I went. So I didn't really have a local yarn store that I would go to until last year. And then I started visiting. The one we're coming up to is the Wool House in Pasadena. And then it was also on the crawl where I discovered the Altered Stitch. And the Altered Stitch, as I've mentioned before in some of my videos, is where I sell my handbags. I do project bags and circular needle or double pointed needle bags. So that's where I finally discovered some local shops that I visit. So the one that we're coming up to in about 18 miles as we drive on the freeway is going to be the Wool House. And the Wool House is in a historic building, the arcade building in Pasadena. I absolutely love Pasadena, up by the foothills. I love the old houses there. And with that in Altadena and the areas that burned in the fire this past January, it's always important to me to try to support businesses there. So come with me as we take a look inside of the Wool House once we arrive. After we left the Wool House, which is in the arcade building in Pasadena, We were going to go to the Little Knittery in Los Angeles, but I got on the wrong freeway. So I ended up going up to Lake Balboa and to the Altered Stitch at its new location. Brand new owner too, like within the last month, the ownership switched on the Altered Stitch and the location switched as well. So it's up in Lake Balboa now instead of where it used to be in Valley Village. So now that we have that done, have some food in my tummy from having lunch, we are going on to L'Atelier on, well, we're going to one of the two L'Atelier locations. So it's about a mile from where I am now, so come join me at L'Atelier. Which is in the city of Encino in the San Fernando Valley. The person who owns L'Atelier on Ventura also owns the L'Atelier that is in Redondo Beach that we'll be going to tomorrow. Funny thing is, I was talking to the ladies in the store, and one of them had mentioned that the person who began L'Atelier, the one that's currently in Redondo Beach, said that San Francisco stole their name. So when I was on the Bay Area yarn crawl in San Francisco and in San Rafael, there are two stores called Atelier without the L at the beginning. And those two are owned by the same family, but not related to these two L'Ateliers. But they also are a very similar market as far as their yarn is involved. Very pretty, very upscale. Atelier, or L'Atelier, tends to have a lot of Italian yarns. So there's Cessia, and just a ton of Italian yarns. They also carry art yarns, which is very expensive, but beautiful, beautiful yarns, a lot of cashmere. So I'll be going to their Redondo Beach location tomorrow. Right now I am on my way to the Little Knittery in Los Angeles. I was supposed to go to it before I headed up to the valley, but got on the wrong freeway. My bad. So we're going there now, and then I'm going to finish up for the day because that's 6 of the 12 stores. So I'll be going to 6 more tomorrow. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Little Knittery. First shop of the day is in West LA, and it is called Jennifer Knits. This store has been around for about 20 to 25 years, and if you are a fan of cashmere, then this is the store for you. The owner has curated to the point where the majority, or almost like, I think majority if not all of her yarn has cashmere in it. If it's not 100% cashmere, then it's a blend. So they have some absolutely beautiful, beautiful yarns. And she even has some kits put together. So what I did was I got a hat kit, and I believe it has a cashmere yarn, but it was just really pretty. So I went ahead and got that. But the shop's been around for a while. A beautiful selection of cashmere yarns. Owner was really, really an awesome person. I really, really liked her. And definitely worth a visit if you are willing to splurge a little bit on your yarn. Store that I visited on day 2 of the LA County Yarn Crawl was Wild Fibers Studio in Santa Monica. Now, the shop itself has been around in one form or another for quite some time, because I remember when I first learned how to knit about 22 years ago, I would see them listed as one of the shops in LA in the back of the knitting and crochet magazine. Editing Melissa here. I realized that I forgot to talk about L'Atelier in Redondo Beach. This is the main shop between the two locations of L'Atelier. One is up in Encino. That was the day that we went to on the first day of the yarn crawl. And then the other day was Redondo Beach, which is the main store. One of the big yarn brands that they have here is Prism, which has been around for a long time. L'Atelier itself has been in and around the LA area, Santa Monica, etc., since, about 40 plus years, like almost 50 years. So they've been around for quite a while. I just wanted to put this in because I did go there and take a look. Here's some shop footage. Alamitos Bay Yarn Company. I really thought this was a cute shop. There were two trunk shows going on. One of them was Fiction Fibers, which is a company based out of the Bay Area. And I actually had bought some yarn of hers when I was doing the Bay Area yarn crawl, so I was really happy to see that. And the other one was, well, I'll show it when I get to the yarn haul. I can't remember the name off the top of my head while I'm driving. But I got two yarns from the different trunk shows that were there. Both of the ladies that had the yarn were absolutely wonderful ladies, and the shop itself is fun. And I got an emotional support chicken kit finally. And because I'm a huge Dodgers fan, I got the Shohei Ohtani, which looks like it's in a little Dodgers uniform, so I can't wait to put that chicken together. So we just left the Alamitos Bay Yarn Company, and it is, as it says, on the Alamitos Bay. It's right there on the water. Very beautiful spot. There are lots of yachts around. There's a restaurant next door to it that was playing music when we got there. Unfortunately, due to the time that they're ending the yarn crawl today, we won't be able to make the last location, which is in Bellflower. So at some point on a weekend, I'll come down to the Bellflower store and take a look at it so that I can get an idea of the store and show a little bit on it. But overall, I had a lot of fun on the yarn crawl. It's always nice discovering new stores, going back to places that you really liked. Altered Stitch is at a new location. The new owner is amazing. I absolutely love her. Just meeting some of the people that own some of the shops, meeting some of the creators of the different yarns. All of it was just really, really fun. So join me next time when we will go over my haul crawl. And for now, I'm going to go ahead and sign off and have a fantastic day.